In today's class, we are going to revise a lesson from Blossoms, and the name of the lesson is Clouds. So, as you all know, students, this story, written by Intizar Hussain, tells us about a young boy who goes in search of the clouds, hoping for a little rain in his village. He asked different people whether they had seen the clouds or not, but no one could provide him with a satisfactory answer. Finally, at the end of the story, we see that the boy had walked so far in the dust and sun in search of the clouds, but in his absence, the clouds had come, shed their rain, and gone away. So now we shall deal with the questions. Long answer type questions. So students, I will be discussing the answers with you all, but please go through the chapter thoroughly and try to frame the answers using your own words. Let's start. Question number 1. What did the boy ask the grass cutter? Part B of the same question. Why was the grass cutter amazed? So the first part's answer can be written in this way, that when the boy saw the grass cutter coming with a bundle of freshly cut grass balanced on his head, he stopped him and asked whether he had seen the clouds there or not. In the second part's answer, you can write, the grass cutter was amazed because he had been asked the most peculiar question, something which he was not ready for. Question number 2. Why could no one give him a satisfactory answer? Here you can write that the question which the boy asked seemed very strange and no one had come across such a question earlier. They did not know the answer. Rather, they were surprised to hear the boy's question. Therefore, no one could give him a satisfactory answer because they were completely clueless. Question number 3. What did the boy see in the middle of the night? Part B of the same question. How did it look like? So in the first part you can write, in the middle of the night, the boy saw the clouds rumbling in the sky. In the occasional flashes of lightning, they were dense and black. In the second part you can write, it looked as if it would be raining. Question number 4. What did the boy see after crossing several fields? Part B of the same question. What did he do? So the first part's answer can be written in this way, that after crossing several fields, the boy saw a large tree in whose shade a Persian wheel turned gently. The second part's answer can be written in this way, that the boy reached the shelter of the tree and splashed the cool water from the Persian wheel on his dusty feet. Then he washed his hands and face and drank to his satisfaction. Question number 5. How did the trees look like as he neared his village? Part B of the same question. What did he want to see? So in the first part you can write, trees that had been standing draped in layers of dust, when the boy had left in the morning, looked freshly bathed then. In the second part's answer, you can write that the boy wanted to see how fresh and clean the jamun tree in his courtyard looked. Question number 6. How did the jamun tree look like when the boy got back home? Part B of the same question. What did the boy do as he stood under the jamun tree? So in the first part's answer, you can write, when the boy got back home, he saw the jamun tree stood clean and scrubbed, freshly showered. The second part's answer can be written in this way, that when the boy stood beneath the tree, he let the raindrops fall on his head and face. He raised his eyes to the sky and saw it clear, without even a wisp of cloud. Next we have short answer type questions. Question number 1. Why was the boy disappointed? So the probable answer to this question is, the grass cutter was amazed when the boy asked him if he had seen the clouds. So the boy was disappointed to see that the grass cutter was still mystified. Question number 2. How was the boy asking after the clouds? So here you can write, the boy was asking after the clouds like a man who had lost a child and asked travelers if they had seen a child wandering. Question number 3. Why was the boy amazed when he got up in the morning? So the probable answer is, when the boy got up in the morning, he was amazed because the sky was clear and empty, and not a trace of rain was there in the courtyard. Question number 4. How did the boy feel as he walked between the fields? So in this answer, you can write, as the boy walked between the fields, he felt as if his body was on fire and his throat was dry. Question number 5. What did the boy ask the old man who sat on a wall by the Persian wheel? So the probable answer to this question is, the boy looked at the old man and finally asked him whether the clouds came there or not. Question number 6. How did the boy feel when he reached the mud hut? So in this answer, you can write that when the boy reached the mud hut, he felt a nip in the air and the earth was damp underfoot. Objective type questions. So this you are going to solve on your own. 1. Where did the boy see the grass cutter coming from? 2. What was the boy disappointed to see? 3. Which question still haunted the boy? 4. Why was the boy saddened and surprised? 5. What did the old man say about the place where he once lived? 6. What did the boy see as he neared the village? And 7. Where was the boy when the clouds shed their rain? So students, Now we are going to revise a lesson from grammar, and the name of the lesson is pronouns, which we have already studied earlier. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. So we all know that a pronoun is a word which replaces a noun or a naming word in a sentence. Why do we use pronouns? Pronouns are used to avoid repeating the same nouns over and over again. So, in order to avoid repeating the same nouns or naming words over and over again, we use pronouns which are used for nouns. Today we shall study 4 kinds of pronouns, that is, personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and relative pronouns. Personal pronoun. A pronoun that stands for a person or thing is called a personal pronoun. Now, why they are called personal pronouns? Because they refer to grammatical persons which include animals, things, as well as places. Let's have a look at the examples. 1. Do you remember our dog? He had puppies last week. So in this sentence, he is the personal pronoun which refers to the dog. And dog is an animal, right? In the second sentence, we have, what is the shape of this table? It is rectangular. So it is the personal pronoun in this sentence which refers to the table, that is a thing. Sentence 3. I visited Mumbai and Chennai last month. They are big cities. So in this sentence, they is the personal pronoun which refers to Mumbai and Chennai. And we all know these are places. Therefore, personal pronouns refer to grammatical persons including animals, things, as well as places. Okay? Now, personal pronouns are of 3 types. The first, person. The pronouns which refer to the person or persons speaking are of the first person. So I, we, my, our, me, and us, these are all the first person pronouns. Next we have the second person. The pronouns which refer to the person or persons spoken to are of the second person. You, your, yours, thou, thee. These are all the second person pronouns. Next, the third person. The pronouns which refer to the person or thing spoken of are of the third person, such as he, she, it, him, his, her, its, they, them, their. So these are all the third person pronouns. Now, according to number, there are 2 sets of personal pronouns. One is singular pronouns and the other is plural pronouns. According to function, there are also 2 sets of personal pronouns, that is, subject pronouns and object pronouns. Now, I, we, you, she, it, and they are used as subjects. And me, us, you, him, her, it, and them are used as objects. So please do remember these things. The next category that we have is demonstrative pronoun, which we have also studied earlier. So let's revise once again. A demonstrative pronoun is used to point out the object or objects to which it refers. So it could be either one object that is singular in number or more than one that is plural objects. Examples: this is a costly pen. So this is a demonstrative pronoun in this sentence. Next, those are his books. So those is also a demonstrative pronoun in this sentence. So remember this, that, these, those are called demonstrative pronouns. Why? Because they are used to demonstrate, that is, to point out persons or things. Point 1. This and that are used in the singular number, which we all know, and these and those are used in the plural, that is more than one. Second point, this and that refer to things near at hand, whereas these and those refer to things which are lying at a distance. Now, demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns, understanding the difference. In the first sentence we have, this is my bag. So in this sentence we can clearly see that the word this stands for the noun bag and therefore it is a pronoun. But in the second sentence we have, this bag is mine. So in this sentence, the word this qualifies the noun bag and therefore it is an adjective. What is an adjective? It is a describing word, right? So in the second sentence, this qualifies the noun bag and therefore it is an adjective, right? Next, these are ripe mangoes. So these is a demonstrative pronoun, whereas in the last sentence we have, these mangoes are ripe. In this sentence, the word these is a demonstrative adjective because they qualify the noun or the naming word mangoes, right? Therefore, it is a demonstrative adjective. Okay? The next category that we have is interrogative pronouns. Words which substitute for nouns and ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. So we all know that interrogative pronouns are basically used for asking questions. Let's have a look at the examples. 1. Who is at the door? So who is an interrogative pronoun because it is asking a question. Second sentence, to whom does this jacket belong? So whom is an interrogative pronoun used for asking a question. Similarly, in the third sentence, we have, which is your purse? So which is also an interrogative pronoun because it is used for asking a question. So students, the words like who, which, what, whom and whose are interrogative pronouns because they are used for asking questions, as we have already seen in the above examples. Note, first point, who, whom and whose are used for asking questions about persons. So whenever you are asking questions about persons, that is a singular person or a plural persons, we use who, whom and whose. Second point, what is used for things. So whenever we are asking questions about something, then we use what. And the third point is which is used for asking questions about a particular person or thing out of a definite group. So when we are asking a question about a particular person or a particular thing out of a definite group, then we use which. Okay, so please do remember these points. The next category that we have is relative pronouns. This also we have studied earlier, so let's revise once again. The pronouns who, whose, whom, that and which join two sentences and refer back to nouns going before them. They are called relative pronouns. Let's have a look at the examples to get the concept clear. 1. I met Ronnie who stood second in the class. So in this sentence, who is the relative pronoun and who refers to Ronnie. Okay. Example 2. I know the hostel that he lives in. So that is the relative pronoun which refers to the hostel. Example 3. The girl whom you saw yesterday is my cousin. So whom is the relative pronoun in this sentence and whom refers to the girl. Note, as a general rule, who is used for persons only, both in singular or plural nouns. So who is generally used for persons with singular as well as plural nouns. Okay. Next, whose is used in speaking of persons. For an example, if I say, whose pen is this? Right? Next, whom is used in speaking of persons like, for an example, they are the girls whom the teacher punished. Right? So whom refers to the girls. Next, which is used for animals and things, and that is used for persons, animals, or things. Here we have an exercise where the instruction given is fill in the blanks with suitable pronouns. 1. Dash is your purse. 2. Dash are my birthday gifts. 3. The man dash you saw last night was my uncle. 4. Dash is my jacket. Dash is yours. 5. Please excuse dash this time. 6. On a cloudy day, dash cannot see the sun. 7. To dash does this diary belong. 8. Dash is my school. 9. I joined my friends dash were playing in the park. 10. The tiger dash chased the deer was killed. 11. Rina asked dash where they were going. And 12. Dash is your brother. So students, before solving this exercise, please go through all the rules of pronouns and then solve this exercise carefully. Thank you.